All right. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. We are going through Unit 3 Interactive Animations and Games on Code.org CS Discoveries curriculum. So today we're going to look at Lesson 7, Mini Robot Faces. However, we're not going to spend too much time on this, and I'll explain why in a moment. But before we get in, make sure you do check out the purple button over here that says Lesson Resources. When you click on it, it's going to open up a new tab, and it's going to show you everything that you're going to need for this. This is a mini project, so it should take about 45 minutes to complete the whole thing. The activity guide, the problem solving with programming resource, which you've seen time and time and time again throughout the whole course, and then the rubric for the project. Now, let's take a look at the activity guide and let's see what we have here. Okay. So it says sprite scene overview. Using shapes, variables, and random numbers, you're going to create a unique robot face. Be as creative as you can. Think about how you can make your robot unique in design, from the shape of its head, the number of eyes or mouths, or if it has antennas. There is no limit, so let's come up with something original and unexpected. Before you jump into programming your robot face, you need a plan. Let's use our handy problem solving process to help us. You can refer back to the problem solving process and programming handout help to help you with the steps. So there's 4 steps: define, prepare, try, reflect. And so this activity guide helps you with the planning of your face. So define, write out a short description of your robot face, including what sorts of shapes and random features it will include. Prepare, the space below is 50 by 50. That means each square in the paper will map to 50 pixels on the computer. Sketch out your robot face using at least 4 different shape commands. List the variables you use on the next page. All right, so what that means is that you can't just use circles. You have to use 4 different types of shapes. All right. List at least 4 variables you use to give your robot face random features below. So we've gone over variables where you can do ear size, or you can do um, even color, different things, and then it will change it every time that you put in a new uh, parameter for your variable. So once your teacher has approved your plan, go to Code Studio and start coding. Reflect, answer the following questions from the problem solving process and programming handout. Compare your program to the defined problem. Were you successful in solving all aspects of the problem? How do you know? Okay, so 2 parts of the question. You need to answer both of them. What part of your animation are you most proud of? What was the most challenging? And are there any changes or improvements you can make to this program or another like it in the future? And that's it. That's the entire activity. So most of your time will be spent planning it out and then actually coding it. Um, but that's the activity guide. So if we come back over here and we look at the rubric, let's look and see what's going to get you the grade. All right. So it says Robot Faces Project Rubric. So you're being graded on these 4 areas. So program development, program sequence. So what I'm just going to focus on what you're actually supposed to be doing. So it says you sequence the program well, and all shapes on the screen appear as intended. So that gets you the A. All right. Position shapes. You use at least 4 different types of shapes and place them using the coordinate system. All right, so X and Y is what they're talking about. Variables storing information. The program creates and correctly uses at least 4 variables. All variables have descriptive names and use the random number block to give the program a different look each time the program is run. So that means that every time I click run, I'm going to see a different thing happening. All right. And then creating a digital artifact, you use elements as described in the project guide and clearly display a robot face. So that's it. That's all this is asking you to do. So down here it says sequence the program well. If the program code is not sequenced correctly, some elements such as shapes may be unintentionally hidden behind other shapes. So if you do the eyes and the mouth and the nose and the antenna and all that kind of stuff, and then you do the shape of the face itself, the face is going like the shape of the face is going to cover everything else. All right, so you want to make sure that you do things in the correct order. Different types of shapes. Each shape listed below would be considered a different type of shape. Students should use at least 4 different types of shapes. So here's a list. It's like, okay, pick 4 of these. All right. So you can pick a rectangle, an ellipse, a line, and maybe you want a point. Whatever it is, you need to pick 4 of them. All right. And then 3, using the coordinate system. Coordinates of shapes should not be the default values unless the default is required to create your robot face. So you should be changing the X and Y values. All right. So that's your rubric. That's your activity guide. And here's the thing. So now we've done that, we can actually go in and start looking at the levels. Well, if I look at level one is a review of activities that we've already done. We've done every single one of these activities already. So I'm not going to go back and redo them because you can just go back to the lessons and look at them. So all of this has already been done. So we're going to click on the next one. So where it says create your robot face. All right, so here is where you're going to be working. It says robot face, use at least 4 different shape blocks, at least 4 variables with random numbers to create a robot face with unique and creative features. So use your plan from your activity guide to create your robot face. Make sure you use at least 4 variables with random numbers to give your robot features that change each time the program is run. So here's the thing. I can't actually guide you through this because this is a project and you guys are all supposed to do it differently. So we're kind of done with the overview of the lesson. What I do expect is for you to have fun and to be creative. No 2 robot faces should look identical. Um, and so with that, I'm going to let you play and I can't wait to see what you come up with. All right. I'll see you on the next lesson.